Welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This will be a reading for Earth signs. This will be a collective reading. Please like, share, subscribe if this reading does resonate. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings, so that information is down in the description. Again, collective reading, general reading. You can take this wherever, work, family, friends, however. Something from your past coming back around, Earth signs, and it feels like love. Maybe trying to go back to a lover and the door is shut. Doesn't feel like it's locked, but it feels like it's shut. Definitely seems like you are stressing over a situation that you know will make you happy, or a situation where you know you can make someone happy or someone can make you happy, but you can't get to them. It's like you can't get to them. You can't get to this other side of this gate. You literally, because it's like once you hop over this gate or once you walk out of this door, whatever, it's closed forever. It'll be closed for good. So it seems like you want peace. It just really looks like the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies are looking for peace, y'all. It really feels like you are defending your happiness. It feels like you're in a state to where you understand that you have to consistently strive to be happy. Because there are conversations, people, and things around you that you don't want to deal with. It really feels like things that you just do not want to deal with. People that you just don't want to deal with. However that resonates. So, there's this heaviness on you physically because you feel the need to apologize to someone to allow a cycle in your life to come to a close, or someone feels the need to apologize to you. This definitely could be someone begging for your forgiveness or you begging for someone's forgiveness. You know, energies can go vice versa. Take this how it resonates, guys. But it seems like you're saying no. Seems like you're saying no. Finally standing up for yourself, and it feels good. It's making you feel good. It's making you feel confident. It's making you feel powerful. Sticking up for yourself, defending yourself, standing up for yourself. So it feels like you have been kind of risking your own happiness for the satisfaction of others, or to maintain very, very untrustworthy partnerships and relationships. Truly feels like you have put yourself or gotten yourself in a position to where you have given, and you're just like, well, what do I have? What do I have? So now you're shifting your focus on you. Shifting your focus on you. This definitely could be a lot of Leo, Virgo cuspers here, because that Leo's reading was all about focusing on themselves, or these could be people who have Leo in their chart, situation where you're being asked to take on the Leo energy. But it seems like there's you're being called to focus on yourself, to take care of yourself. To take care of yourself. So if you may notice that your temper is very short. You may notice that you're moody. You may notice that you don't really want to be bothered, or like you're quick-tempered in some type of way. It really feels like this maternal figure who may overindulge in things, especially gambling and drinking. They feel like really big factors here, gambling and drinking. As this person feels like they are trying to change or kind of in a position to where they're being forced to change. But gambling feels like a really big factor here. This could definitely be gambling with your life, playing with the lives of others. Take that how it resonates, but it really feels like people who are taking a gamble. And it seems like there is a lot of anger, jealousy, because someone is choosing to become more healthy. Someone has chosen to become healthy. Someone has chosen to become an influencer spiritually. You might be hating on this, Virgo, or and I say Virgo specifically because that's here. This could also be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's jealous of this. That's jealous of a transformation that you're going through. Right, I was waiting for that. Yeah, this definitely feels like someone that is jealous of another's business. Jealous of another's business. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You may be shining. You may be expanding yourself. You may be growing. You may be looking good. And someone is not happy. They are not happy. Like, or this could be you doing this to somebody around you. Like, I'm not happy with this glow up. I don't like this. I'm jealous. But I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep looking at you. Locks. I literally just heard something about locks. Because it feels like someone has transitioned from loose natural into, like locking their hair, or has transitioned from a loose natural person to where they wear braids all the time or keep their hair in protective styles. It's something about this, because it feels like this ponytail. It feels like somebody is like patting their ponytail. It's very interesting. Like, I don't know what this is going to have to do with, but it feels like somebody is patting their ponytail because their puff, like when they're washing their hair, their puff is expanding, their puff is bigger, their afro is bigger because they're wearing these protective styles. Their hair is growing. But it feels like I literally just heard alopecia. Someone may have lost their hair or be losing their hair due to alopecia, or have lost their hair due to like chemo or some type of treatment. Some type of treatment or something that they did to their hair. Definitely feels like someone who's lost a lot of hair, or someone who has been bald. And they're in their feelings. It really feels like they're uncomfortable about this. But again, their confidence is starting to come back. Their hair is starting to grow back or something like that. They're getting their hair back. I don't know how that'll be relevant, but like, if that is tied into your situation, please comment. So that was so random. Definitely feels like someone is finding happiness again because they're starting to feel good. They're becoming a lot more confident. They're becoming a lot more confident. It definitely feels like there may be phone calls, these really dark phone calls that come through, or you may get to see the shadow side of this person. So when they're not on the up and up, like when they're not in a good mood, they confide in you. They may see you as someone that they can lean on. And it feels like you are starting to understand this person's nature, or they're starting to understand your nature. That just because you look good and everything looks good on the surface, or that you can maintain your happiness, does not mean that you feel okay. You know? It's like, yeah, I can kick it. Yeah, I can party. Yeah, I can smile. But that doesn't mean that everything is all right. And it feels like someone is starting to come into emotional awareness. Emotional awareness. That, again, just because everything looks good doesn't mean everything is all right. So you may have been jealous of someone who had this very nice lifestyle, who was living very well, and they were going through their own shit. You know what I mean? It's like you may have, again, they were going through their own shit in some type of way, and it feels like you are just coming into a realization that this person was going through heavier shit than you may have expected, or shit that's heavier than you can understand in some type of way. Because it definitely feels like, yeah, someone here is getting clarity. Because it feels like you may be rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your life, rebuilding yourself, and learning how to see the world and see life from a higher perspective. From a higher perspective. And it seems like you may want to have a conversation with someone because you are obsessively thinking about them. Feels like you are trying to figure out how to move forward and step into this next chapter of your life. But you won't open up your mouth. It's like, why won't you open up your mouth, earth signs? Open up your mouth. You have a new beginning right here. But it feels like it's something about you trying to seek this new beginning that you feel like you're going to have to argue and fight over it. Like, this going to come with conflict. Stepping into this new opportunity is coming with conflict. But you're sitting and watching somebody from afar, or longing after this situation, longing, craving this situation, and all you do is think about it. You think about it. There may be messages that come in here and there from this person. And you're happy when you receive the contacts, but then it feels like it goes back into like a month without talking. I have 4 to 6 weeks without talking. And it feels like somebody here is really worried about that. Like, because they want to know if they should just set free this situation. Do I set this free? Do I let this go? But it feels like they are kind of worried about their insecurities, or their insecurities are getting the best of them in this situation. So it definitely feels like, oh goodness. To make sure I got them all, guys. It definitely feels like a situation to where you are being asked to be real. Just be upfront, be honest. Be honest, especially if this is tied into you receiving the energy that you're giving to others, or wanting your time and energy to be reciprocated in some type of way. It definitely feels like you have to take the initiative. You have to take action to be the leader in this situation, to be the example in this situation in some type of way. Because it definitely feels like someone is going to lose their patience. They're not waiting. They're not waiting around. They're not going to wait. They're not going to wait. And it feels like you are seeing this person as your life partner. You see this as your life partner. You see this situation as something that can really bring you lifelong happiness, lifelong success. And in my opinion, I see that too. I see that. It really feels like you have to choose whether you want to have the luxuries of life, and or if you want to be happy. It really does. It feels like choosing a life to where choosing a life to where people are seeing you as having it all, or a life to where you actually feel complete. Definitely feels like you're being very stubborn about this situation, or somebody here is being very stubborn about the situation. And it could be because children or parenting. This could be a co-parenting situation. That makes somebody feel bound to the situation, or something going on with their parents. Could be a sick parent, elders, something like that. That's a really big factor. But it's making someone feel as if they're bound or stuck to this situation. And in my opinion, it definitely feels like you're about to empower yourself to go after what you truly want, because you're not going to be a background dancer. It's like you're not going to do that. Somebody is not going to do that. It's definitely got to be a lot of Leo, Virgo, Cuspers. Because it feels like, again, Leo energy is very pertinent. My ear is actually really, really hot right now. It's very hot. It seems like there's it's a time to choose what you actually want, guys. It's a time to choose what you want. It definitely feels like there is a lot of disappointment tied into this very aggressive person, or you choosing what you truly want is going to cause a lot of conflict. You choosing to speak your truth, to live your truth, to be open and honest and vulnerable about your life, feels like it's going to piss some people off. It's going to cause some friction. It's going to cause some tension, especially with, I'm getting 3 women specifically. 3 people or 3 women specifically who will give you a little bit of hell. But it is what it is. It's like, who cares? Yeah, because it seems like there are lies surrounding this mother. There are a lot of lies surrounding this mother, and it feels like there's a lot of disappointment because of this, especially if there are lies tied into being able to move forward into success, into complete happiness, into something that actually is going to satisfy you. But it feels like there are pictures. This keeps coming up. There are pictures, screenshots, something like that. Screenshots, pictures, something that somebody here was sending to others. And whatever this situation is, it feels like it can turn out to be a blessing for you. That came up. I think that was air signs. It can be a blessing for you, but it feels like it's going to piss you off. It definitely feels like you are going to want to cut somebody off because of their greed, their selfishness. Something that they've done. But again, it's regarding pictures or screenshots of something. So there's a phone call here. There's a phone call, And it feels like this phone call is possibly tied into Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Because it feels like somebody here was very, very mean. It feels like somebody here was very, very mean. And they were doing something to spite someone that's close to you. And it feels like you're going to find out the truth about this. Is it something about you feeling silly or you feeling uncomfortable in this situation? And you're pointing a finger like, oh no, it had to be this person. It was you. It was you. Because it seems like you are focused on one person. So your head is like this, focused on one detail of a situation. And once the light truly comes in, you're going to realize that an elder around you, they give out terrible advice. They give out terrible advice, and it feels like they have tried to finesse you out of your happiness. They tried to finesse you out of your happiness. It feels like so you could be stuck just like them. They want you to be stuck just like them. It definitely feels like elders, parents, these could be older siblings, the people who you would actually look up to, and somebody like, it definitely feels like there's a lot of stress and worry tied into this situation because, somebody here was wearing multiple faces, multiple masks, and they may have talked you out of a romantic situation. They may have talked you out of a relationship to satisfy themselves, to keep you attached to them. So good luck with everything, guys. So it definitely feels like somebody is trying to keep you stuck to them. They're trying to keep you stuck to them, and it's through their advice. But you're starting to change. You got a lot of fives here. You're starting to change. And it seems like because of the transformation that you're going through, you're going to start to realize that the things that people are telling you to do are going to be with their ego, their sense of security first. And it feels like you are going to just start to follow your own heart, your own intuition, and start to just make decisions that put you first. Even if it's uncomfortable to begin with. But again, saying no is a really big factor in your life. Thank you so much, guys.